Libra, how are you? Let's do a reading for your current energy, shall we? As always, please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. Now, I sure appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. And if you appreciate what I do here, hit that like button. Blink, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really makes a difference to my channel. And I would love to see my channel continue to grow. So this is how you can help me make that happen. But we are reading for you, Libra. So let's see what cards are coming out for you this week. One more shuffle, cut the deck, and let's take a look. All right, first card out for you is the Knight of Swords reversed to the Ten of Pentacles. All right, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles coming in upside down. So financially, this could be a rough week, all right? Maybe not knowing what to do. Maybe there's some expenses that come up that you just don't know how you're going to handle them. You know, when we have the Knight of Swords, you know, usually this is an energy of going after something. But, you know, here it's reversed and it's just like, I don't know what to do. How do I change this situation? How do I, you know, push myself into a place where I feel like I'm a little bit more stable? We do have the Queen of Pentacles above you, you know, so this is where I'm feeling a little instability, because the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very practical, very reliable. The bills are always paid. The house is clean. You know, there's food in the cabinet. You know, I mean, it's one of these things where, you know, she's in control of life around her, you know, and I just feel like there's something going on that, you know, has kind of thrown you off a little bit this week. Now, we do have the Fool card coming in reversed, you know, and I have the King of Pentacles also coming in reversed. You know, now this could be your partner who, you know, kind of put you in a situation, because sometimes when we see the energy of this King coming in reverse with the Fool card, it almost makes me feel like, you know, you involved yourself in something that, you know, kind of scammed you, or, you know, you were taken, you know, you know, it was too good to be true kind of situation. And maybe, you know, you ended up, you know, losing a lot of money as a result of whatever this King kind of promised you. You know, because I do feel like you're being presented with an opportunity. Is it a right opportunity? I don't know. You know, with this Fool card here, I'm almost thinking, you know, be careful of anybody who, you know, is going to, you know, present to you an opportunity that is like too good to be true. All right. And you know that saying, if it's too good to be true, it is. And I'm just feeling like you cannot afford, you know, to invest in anything without knowing whether or not it's legit. And, you know, the King of Pentacles, a pretty greedy person, you know, they could be a little shady because they're all about like, how can I make more money off of somebody else's, you know, thing, you know, so be careful. All right. Be careful of not getting taken. I think it was Leo not too long ago had the same kind of situation. I just feel like somebody is not being honest with you, all right? And if they say, oh, guess what? I'm going to offer you this really great thing, you know, and if you give me $2,000 and we invest it, you know, in 2 weeks, that's going to triple. All right, now it's not, all right? And I tell you this because we have the Ace of Swords coming in reverse. We got the Fool coming in reverse. Don't start anything without really investigating, all right? You know, if somebody's going to present you this opportunity, trust your intuition, all right? That little fish is looking at you like, hey, you know, do we really want to do this? Are they really telling us the truth? Is this really going to pan out for us? You know, because with the Fool card coming in reverse, don't be foolish, all right? And I'm just feeling like there could be a little bit of that going on this week, all right? So, you know, maybe this is a week where you don't buy a new car, where you don't sign the contracts. You know, maybe if you can put it off until another time, you know, where you've got a little bit more information, it will protect you. All right, because here we have the Five of Swords coming in reversed as well. I mean, I just feel like you will end up being the loser in all of this. And then we do have the Four of Cups coming in also reversed, you know, and, you know, we see that this cup is wanting to be presented to you and you're a little closed off, but it coming in reversed, it's just like, maybe don't even consider it. All right. So honestly, if somebody is going to present to you an opportunity, this big possibility, and it's combined with this King of Pentacles reversed, you know, I just don't feel good about it. All right. And like I said, if you are already in a position where money is tight and you're really struggling, you know, sometimes we do desperate things, and I just feel like this is not a week to act out of desperation. It's one that says, let's ground ourselves, all right? Because the Queen is not grounded right now. Let's kind of like ground our feet into what really needs to happen and what I really need, before, you invest in an opportunity or you sign a contract that you can't get out of. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Queen of Wands coming in reversed. Again, be really careful of somebody, kind of trying to take you, all right? I mean, it's just very clear with these cards that you are dealing with people that do not have your best interest, all right? It's about them. It's not about you. They're going to promise you the world. They're going to give you nothing. In the end, you're probably going to lose. I just don't like this, and here below this Queen, we do have the Nine of Swords coming in reversed. If, like I said, if you act out of desperation, rather than from a grounded perspective, you're going to get yourself in trouble, all right? So if you can put anything off this week, all right, until you are emotionally in a place where you are very clear about how you want to proceed forward, you could really end up screwing yourself, all right? And I don't want to see that happen, but, it's one of these things, when we're in a place where, we act out of our emotions and not from a place where we can really see clearly, then that's where we get ourselves, into situations that we wish we weren't involved in. So, I mean, this is clearly the message that's coming through. So I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to really encourage you all to not jump in to anything without really knowing everything. All right. And with that being said, have a really great week. All right. Just walk with caution. All right. You're going to get through this, whatever this is. All right. So let's not be desperate. All right. And be happy, be healthy, and be kind. And I'll see you all at the next reading. Until then, be well. Bye now.